Welcome to the webinar. My name is Joe Apfelbaum, and today we're presenting how to use technology for B2B companies to 10x your conversions. We call this product B2Bx. So if you're just logging in now, you can change your audio settings, you can click on the chat button, you can raise your hand, and I can see that you're doing all that. Tammy, thank you for joining and for raising your hand and for engaging. So it looks like we're going to have an awesome day. Today is a beautiful cloudy day outside. I went running today, and it was just so much fun to go sprinting on Eastern Parkway. This is a picture of Grand Army Plaza. And every morning when the weather's decent, or when the weather's not, I go for a beautiful run. And this morning I did sprints, which means I pushed myself further than I usually do. And I am the CEO of Ajax Union, a digital marketing agency based in Brooklyn, New York. I love to coach entrepreneurs and show them how to have breakthroughs in every aspect of their life. I live with my wife and 5 kids in Brooklyn. And I love to create motivation on my street talks and supporting all those around me. So the objective for today is to have fun, learn about marketing technology to increase conversions and increase profitable leads. About Ajax Union, we serviced over 1,100 companies since we started. And one of the things that we noticed with many of the companies that we serviced is that there's a lot of untapped potential with the leads that are already coming to your website. You work really hard to create referrals and a great brand, but maybe you're not leveraging technology in the way which will allow you to generate even more leads and close more sales. So today, I want to present to you some technologies that will help you do that. But first, here are some problems that B2B companies face, specifically when it comes to their website. So first of all, when I'm interviewing business owners, and I've talked to over 10,000 business owners since we started this business, having conversations around what their biggest problem is. And most of them, when they talk about their digital marketing efforts, specifically with their lead generation efforts, they say that they have a lack of an ROI because their bounce rate on their website is very high, or they have a low conversion rate from advertising platforms like AdWords. They're missing referrals that never reached out to them. Somebody referred business to you because you're such a great CEO or because you're such a great sales director. And people come to your website, but then they leave your site, and you don't know who they are. See, when somebody walks into your store, and then they leave, at least you know who they are, you know what they look like. But when they leave your website, you have no idea who it is, and you know that there's opportunity that is missed, and your opportunity is not predictable. So if you need your pipeline to be increased and you want to generate more sales, here's some things that you can do in order for you to fill your funnel up with the right leads to help you grow your business. So we put together a stack of marketing technologies, which we call B2Bx, which will give you in-depth information on the users that are on your website. And I'm going to go into what details we're going to be giving you about these new leads that are coming to your website that you currently don't have access to. We're going to give you recordings of the way that people use your website. We're going to do call tracking, which will record the calls and give you insights into make better business decisions. We'll also create a forecasting tool for you, which we can set revenue and profit goals. A lot of people are not forecasting their lead generation, so we have proprietary technology that helps you forecast and predict how many leads you're going to get, how many of them are going to be qualified, how many of them are going to be on target, and how many of them you're going to be able to close. We'll create a KPI dashboard so you can follow performance metrics on a daily basis on your about your website, about your leads, about your calls, right in your inbox of you and all your executives. And then a monthly call to review, because we all know that we've bought technologies in the past, and there are hundreds of technologies, but we end up not using them because we're just so busy, or we just don't know how to use those technologies. And if you hear somebody barking in the background, it's a wonderful dog named Basil, and she is our company culture dog, and she always has something to say, which is really exciting. So there are hundreds of technologies out there. What technologies have you bought in the past and you know you're not leveraging properly? Go ahead and in the comments leave a note for me in the chat box, top left corner. Click on chat and then write a note. Tell me what technology. Is it a CRM technology? Is it an analytics tool that you've used in the past that you've purchased and maybe you haven't used? Maybe it's a course that you took, that you bought a course and you just haven't used it. Go ahead, just put something in. I see people are writing all types of things here. We have people that have bought, CRM products, project management products. That's right. Very good. Yeah. Some people invested in other things. right? Yeah, random tools that you get excited about and buy and then don't use. Exactly. Yeah, so specifically as a B2B company, there's a lot of opportunity because every lead you get has a lot of value. So we're going to show you the 3 most important tools that we provide as part of our marketing stack. And hopefully you'll be able to see what's going on. I see over here somebody posted they bought Calendarly and they're not using it. Absolutely. I'm totally not using it properly, and I should be, and I could be. I'm not going to should on myself, but let's talk about this. Who's viewing your website? So there's technology right now that most people are familiar with, which is Google Analytics, right? And Google Analytics tells you that people are coming to your website, and they tell you how many people come, where they came from, and all that stuff. But they don't tell you who's coming to your website. And the reason you should care who's coming to your website is because only about 3% of people on average are reaching B2B websites. They're reaching out. But typically, 30% of the people that are coming to your website are potential customers. They're coming to your website because they were referred to you, because they search for something on Google, because somehow they know who you are and they want to buy from you, but only 3% of them are reaching out to you. So what happens to the other 27%? The answer is they don't go to your website. They go to your competitors. They go somewhere else. And the reality is if you have a sales team, you can reach out to those people to allow you to 10x your conversions. So if you know who they are, and we have proprietary technology, and there are many different people that provide this technology, but this technology will tell you who is on your website, the names of those companies, how many times they visited, but more importantly, will tell you exactly where they came from and what pages they visited and how long they stayed on each page. And check this out. This is even more insane. We'll tell you everything about their company. We'll tell you how much revenue they do, their phone number, how many employees they have. We'll even give you links to their social media and give you a description of that organization. We'll show you a little map. But the greatest thing, the best thing about this is that we'll actually give you a list of the executives and the decision makers that work in that organization with their email address. That's right. Not only will you know who's coming to your website, you'll even have their email address so that you have no excuse, and you'll have to be able to reach out to them. So this is just a phenomenal way for you to be able to know who's coming to your website and be able to 10x the conversions that you have. But this is not the only tool that you can use. There are many other tools that you can use to help you increase the conversions from the people that are already on your website. Let me show you another one. Before we do that, every single day we'll send you an email with a list of the companies. So you don't actually have to log in to see who's coming to your website. We can actually send you an email every day with a list of the companies so your sales reps can see, and we can assign a score to them to see how hot they are based on what pages they visited and based on what they did on your website. Very powerful technology that if you're not leveraging this, and some people say, oh, my marketing automation technology offers this, does not offer it in this way. We have very specific software that offers it in this way, which will give you the max value. Then, once you know who's on your website, now the question is, what are they doing? And you might say, well, we know what they're doing because we see what pages they went to. But no, could you imagine that you could stand over the shoulder of one of your potential clients and watch them interact with your assets? Watch them browse your website, actually see a video of them interacting with your website, and you will be able to see what forms they started to fill out but did not finish filling those forms out. That's just an incredible way for you to get the insight that you need to offer the right type of asset. So if you have confused clients, potential clients, you want to be able to help them be able to find the things that they need quicker. And in order to do that, the best way to do that is for you to offer them better solutions by knowing what they're doing. So you know who they are. You know what they're doing. Here's a quick video, an example video of somebody coming to our landing page. Check this out. They're coming to our landing page, and they're browsing around. They're reading. They're clicking. Look at that. They're scrolling down. I actually see their mouse moving. And now check them out. They just filled out a form, but they didn't hit submit. They did not hit submit. So that lead was a lead that we're able to contact because we know that they did that. And we even have statistics here to show us exactly how many people actually fill out their first name, how long it took, the timeline to see how long each field takes to fill out. So if you have complicated forms on your website and you want to improve on them, This is a really great way for you to do that. You can see where people dropped out. You see 90% of people fill out their first name and drop out. So maybe just ask people for their email and test out different landing pages to try to get more information quicker so that people don't drop off as quick and you're able to capture more of those leads that are coming to your website. And there's all types of ways that you could improve the amount of leads that you have and the way that the leads are working on your site. The key is for you to know what they're doing. So now you know who they are, you have their email address, now you know what they're doing, but the question is, what are they saying? And why should you care about what they're saying? You see, when somebody calls you, you don't know where they found you, and so you don't know where to assign ROI to that phone call. Somebody gives you a call. Could you imagine if you can know who that person is that's calling you, not because you asked them, but because technology is telling you? But not just that, you can see what that person did on your website, and you could see where that call came from. So somebody searched on Google AdWords, or somebody searched on Google Organic, or somebody came from print or somewhere else. You can actually see where that caller came from technically. Now you can start attributing ROI for phone calls, which is really, really incredible. So you know the sources of your inbound calls so that you can understand what's going on. And not only that, you hear the call recording so that you can give insights to your sales and marketing team about the most qualified or unqualified leads connected to the sources. See, the key in marketing is not just to be able to pick up a cost per acquisition, understand what your cost per acquisition is, but really understand the source of the right acquisition, the source of the right acquisition, so you can get more of the right acquisition for that cost. If you can determine the source of the right acquisition in a B2B marketing play, wow, you are the king. You will be able to grow your business faster than ever. Here's an example of a post-call notification that we send out to your sales manager and any other executive that needs to be there. It actually has a call transcription. It has the caller ID. So let's say somebody called you up and hung up in the middle of the night, or they called up and left a message that you never got. We'll get those in an email. We'll let you know how long it took, where they came from. We'll link to the recording, the track number, and the receiving number that got it. All that information is right there at your fingertips, and we could tell that this call came from Google Organic on Wednesday at 5 p.m. Very powerful, very powerful. So besides offering that as part of our technology suite, it's very, very affordable. Usually pays for itself within the first couple of days of you using it, because if you're a B2B company and you're generating leads, you're going to be able to find all those leads that are kind of missing, and this might be the answer for you to start seeing the ROI from your marketing. We also offer a website KPI Dashboard, which will give you daily statistics on your traffic. This gets pulled from Google AdWords and Google Analytics and some other sources. And we tell you exactly how many calls you had, how many forms you had, how many total leads, what the conversion rate is, how much it costs you, cost per lead, spend. We do the yesterday, last 7, month to date, last year, year to date. You know exactly how you're doing, because if you understand the impact on a daily basis that your marketing is having on your business, then you're going to be able to make decisions that will impact your ROI much, much quicker. Here's a company called Rearview Safety, and they're using our technology. And they have a fleet program. So people come to them and they buy rear view cameras from them, right? They're Rearview Safety. They buy rear view cameras from them. And we were able to help them be able to win back many clients that we identified through account-based marketing, and gave them intel in real time to help them be able to get 2 major accounts that they would have never gotten, because we knew what cameras they were interested in, we knew what pages they were on, and we were able to send them the information during the time that the person was looking, where they had the need to redo all the cameras for a major fleet, over 1,000 trucks that needed cameras. We were able to quickly figure out who they are, what they did, and what they said, and quickly be able to help them be able to close multi-million-dollar deals with this simple technology. So this is really interesting. What we're doing is we're giving a trial available just to 10 companies. So if you want to fill this out, go to b2bx.ajaxunion.com/request. We're not onboarding too many companies because, as you know, we're being very, very, very careful with who we're taking on as companies. We serviced over 1,100 companies. Now we're only focused on 30. And we have a small team that's very talented. We really love our culture. We really love the companies we work for. Our vision for 2017 is amazing clients, amazing employees, to be amazing company. We really want to stand out. We want to have amazing synergy. And if you want to get started, feel free to b2bx.ajaxunion.com/request. We'll do a free trial for the first 10 companies that fill it out. If you enjoyed this, if you have any questions, feel free to pop them in the chat box, or you can always email me, joe@ajaxunion.com. This is me and my brother going for a run early in the morning. Thank you very much for joining me here today. Really appreciate this. And I will be personally reaching out to you after this just to see how you're doing, see what we can do to improve this webinar. Thank you so much for watching this, and I hope that you have a wonderful day.